It started with one of my longtime patients, Margaret. 78, sharp as a tack, still ran her church's book club. She came in one morning saying, "Doc, I'm just so tired lately. No energy, like I'm running on fumes." At first glance, everything looked normal: her blood pressure, her blood sugar, even her cholesterol. But something didn't add up. Turned out, her kidneys were quietly slipping into trouble. No big symptoms. Just quiet decline. That's the nature of kidneys. These two fist-sized organs are overachievers. They filter about 50 gallons of blood a day, remove waste, balance electrolytes, regulate blood pressure, and help with bone strength by activating vitamin D. But when they're under stress, they don't cry out. They whisper. And if we don't listen, we miss the chance to intervene early. Today, I want to walk you through 10 subtle but serious signs your kidneys might be in trouble, and more importantly, what you can do to support them, especially through food and lifestyle. 1. Fatigue that won't quit. When kidneys start underperforming, waste products begin to build up in your blood. This can make you feel sluggish, foggy, even a little depressed. Margaret told me she felt like she was moving underwater, common in early kidney decline. What helps? Hydration is key. And include antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries, red bell peppers, and cauliflower in your meals. These help reduce inflammation and ease the load on your kidneys. 2. Swollen ankles, feet, or hands. If your socks are leaving deeper imprints than usual or your rings feel tighter, that's not just old age. It could mean your kidneys aren't balancing fluids well, leading to water retention. What helps? Cut back on salty foods. Add potassium-rich foods like avocados, cucumbers, or sweet potatoes, unless your doctor has advised you otherwise. 3. Changes in urination. More frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night, can be a sign. So can dark, foamy, or bloody urine. Any change in volume, smell, or color should be noticed. What helps? Drink enough water, but don't force fluids. Cranberries, fresh or unsweetened juice, and barley water are gentle ways to support urinary tract health. 4. Itchy or dry skin. Your skin can reflect what your kidneys are struggling with. When phosphorus builds up or essential nutrients are imbalanced, you might notice dry patches or persistent itching. What helps? Add more omega-3s to your diet, think wild salmon, flaxseed, or chia seeds. And avoid phosphorus-heavy processed foods like sodas, packaged meats, and boxed snacks. 5. Shortness of breath. If you're winded after simple chores or feel like you can't catch your breath at night, it could be more than just deconditioning. Fluid may be backing up into your lungs, or you could be anemic, which often goes hand in hand with kidney trouble. What helps? Iron-rich foods like lentils, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and lean beef can support healthy red blood cells. Pair them with a source of vitamin C, like bell peppers or citrus, to help your body absorb the iron. Margaret came back for her follow-up 2 weeks later. She'd taken my advice, cut back on sodium, started drinking more water, added more greens and berries to her meals. She even got her grandkids to help her make smoothies with flax seeds and spinach. Her energy wasn't all the way back yet, but she said something I won't forget. "I didn't realize how bad I felt, until I started to feel better." That's the hidden danger of kidney decline, it creeps up slowly. You adapt to the fatigue, the swelling, the changes in your body, until you barely notice them. 6. Metallic taste in your mouth or bad breath. A surprising one, but very real. When waste products build up in your blood, a condition called uremia, it can change how your food tastes, or cause your breath to smell like ammonia. Margaret had started losing interest in meals, saying everything tasted off. What helps? Focus on fresh herbs and naturally anti-inflammatory foods like garlic, parsley, and mint. These can help refresh the palate and support detoxification. Avoid heavily processed foods and limit red meat. Plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, and quinoa are easier on the kidneys. 7. Nausea or loss of appetite. This often shows up later, but even subtle changes in your desire to eat could be a red flag. If food doesn't appeal to you like it used to, or you're dropping weight without trying, it's worth a closer look at your kidney function. What helps? Gentle, nutrient-dense meals are best. Think bone broth, well-cooked vegetables, and small amounts of healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. Ginger or fennel tea can also help soothe the stomach naturally. 8. Muscle cramps or twitching. Your kidneys regulate key minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. When those levels are off, you can experience leg cramps, twitching, or even spasms, especially at night. What helps? Include magnesium-rich foods like soaked pumpkin seeds, cooked spinach, and almonds in your routine. Bananas and sweet potatoes, in moderation, can help too, unless potassium levels are already high, in which case a doctor's guidance is essential. 9. High blood pressure that's tough to control. This one's both a cause and a consequence. Poor kidney function can elevate blood pressure, and high blood pressure can further damage the kidneys. If your readings have been creeping up, or your medication isn't working like it used to, it may be time to test kidney function. What helps? Beets are a game changer here. They're rich in natural nitrates that boost blood flow and help lower blood pressure. A glass of beet juice in the morning, or roasted beets with dinner, can make a difference fast. Also, reduce hidden sodium, check labels, skip canned soups, and avoid deli meats. 10. Feeling cold even in warm weather. This is a subtle one. When kidneys are weak, anemia can set in, reducing the oxygen supply to your tissues. You may feel cold all the time, even when others are comfortable. It's often paired with fatigue and pale skin. What helps? Lean iron-rich foods like turkey, lentils, and leafy greens can help rebuild iron stores. A blood test can confirm if iron or B12 is low, and if so, I often recommend pairing diet changes with short-term supplements. What I told Margaret, and what I tell all my patients. You don't need to wait for symptoms to get serious to support your kidneys. Start with food. It's one of the most powerful tools you have. And here's the good news, our kidneys are remarkably resilient. With the right nutrition, hydration, and movement, we can often stabilize or even improve kidney function, especially in the early stages. When Margaret asked me, "So what should I eat to help my kidneys?" I didn't hand her a complicated diet sheet or list of forbidden foods. I sat down with her, and we made a plan, simple, flexible, and focused on what to add, not just what to avoid. Here's the truth, your kidneys are incredibly responsive to the foods you eat. Just like your heart benefits from heart-healthy fats and your bones thrive on calcium, your kidneys have their own dietary allies. And while medications may be needed in certain cases, food remains your first line of defense. So here's what I tell my patients, especially those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, who want to stay ahead of kidney issues or support healing. 1. Hydrate, but smartly. Water is crucial for kidney health. It helps your kidneys filter waste and stay lubricated. But the key is quality and balance. Most people need around 6 to 8 cups a day, more in hot weather or with physical activity. Tip: sip throughout the day. Don't chug large amounts at once, it can strain the kidneys if they're already under stress. And skip sugary drinks. Herbal teas, lemon water, or cucumber-infused water are excellent alternatives. 2. Go easy on salt. Sodium is one of the top contributors to high blood pressure and kidney strain, especially in older adults. But here's the catch: most sodium doesn't come from the salt shaker. It's hidden in processed and packaged foods. What to limit? Canned soups and vegetables, unless labeled "no salt added." Deli meats, sausages, frozen dinners. Chips, crackers, salted nuts. Better choices: use fresh herbs, garlic, lemon juice, or vinegar to flavor your meals. Once your palate adjusts, you won't miss the salt. 3. Focus on plant-powered protein. Animal protein is harder for the kidneys to process, especially in large amounts. That doesn't mean giving it up, but balance is key. Incorporating more plant-based proteins can lighten the load on your kidneys while still keeping you strong. Top choices: lentils and beans, rinse well or cook from dry to reduce potassium. Quinoa, a complete plant protein. Tofu, tempeh, or edamame. If you eat animal protein, opt for smaller portions of lean meats like turkey, chicken, or fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, which helps reduce inflammation. 4. Add anti-inflammatory all-stars. Kidney damage often stems from or worsens due to inflammation. That's why I emphasize foods that help cool the fire inside your body. Blueberries and strawberries, rich in antioxidants that protect kidney cells. Turmeric and ginger, natural anti-inflammatories, great in tea or added to cooked veggies. Leafy greens, in moderation: spinach, kale, arugula, lightly cooked to improve mineral absorption. One of my go-tos, a breakfast bowl with sautéed spinach, a poached egg, and cooked quinoa, drizzled with olive oil and turmeric. 5. Keep potassium in check, if needed. Here's where it gets a little nuanced. Potassium is essential for nerve and muscle health, but in some kidney conditions, potassium builds up too much. Your doctor can tell you if you need to limit it. If potassium is high, go easy on bananas, oranges, potatoes, and tomatoes. Instead, focus on apples, berries, green beans, cabbage, and white rice. If potassium is normal, include sweet potatoes, avocados, and beans. They support heart and muscle function. 6. Watch phosphorus in processed foods. Phosphorus is a mineral found naturally in food, but in processed foods it shows up as phosphates, a form that's absorbed rapidly and can stress kidneys. Avoid foods with ingredients like sodium phosphate, calcium phosphate, phosphoric acid. Choose instead fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Natural phosphorus, like in nuts, beans, and meats, is absorbed more slowly and is much safer. 7. Enjoy pro-kidney superfoods. These are my favorite foods to add regularly. Cabbage, high in vitamin C and low in potassium. Red bell peppers, great for flavor, rich in antioxidants. Garlic, lowers inflammation and supports blood pressure. Cauliflower, a versatile, low-potassium veggie packed with vitamin C and fiber. Barley, a gentle grain that supports digestion and blood sugar balance. Try mixing these into your meals at least 3 times a week. Putting it all together, a day of kidney-friendly eating. Breakfast. Oatmeal with blueberries, chia seeds, and a splash of unsweetened almond milk. Herbal tea with lemon. Lunch. Lentil soup with chopped kale and carrots. Slice of whole grain bread with olive oil. Sliced apple or pear. Dinner. Grilled salmon or tofu. Steamed cabbage and sautéed red peppers. Barley or quinoa with herbs. Snack ideas. Pumpkin seeds, unsalted, a banana, if potassium levels allow, or Greek yogurt, plain. When I talk to my older patients about kidney health, I often hear the same concern. I want to do better, doc, but where do I even start? And I get it. We're bombarded with advice: low this, avoid that, eat more of these. It can feel overwhelming, especially when you're juggling medications, aches, family obligations, and just trying to stay active. So I've learned to keep it simple. Here's what I tell folks: you don't need to change everything. You just need to change something. And if you stick with it, the results build faster than you think. Let me give you a few practical, doable shifts I've seen work wonders. 1. Start your morning kidney strong. Your first meal sets the tone for your day. Instead of cereal or toast, try a warm bowl of oatmeal with blueberries and ground flax seeds. Add a boiled egg or a scoop of unsweetened Greek yogurt on the side. Wash it down with a glass of lemon water or herbal tea. That's hydration, antioxidants, protein, and fiber, all working together to support kidney and heart function. 2. Go for a kidney walk. Movement boosts circulation and helps your kidneys flush waste more efficiently. You don't need a gym. Just put on your shoes and walk 10 to 15 minutes after breakfast or dinner. Even stretching counts. I've had patients regain energy and reduce swelling just from moving more often during the day. 3. Upgrade one meal per day. Rather than overhauling everything, choose one meal, say, lunch, to be your healing meal. Make it plant-forward. Add lentils or chickpeas, steamed greens, a little olive oil, and herbs. Avoid processed meats or frozen dinners. Consistency beats perfection every time. 4. Track your progress, not your perfection. You might not feel results in the first few days. But after a couple of weeks? More energy. Fewer nighttime bathroom trips. Maybe less swelling in your ankles. That's your body responding. I encourage folks to keep a small notebook. Jot down what you eat, how you feel, how you sleep. It helps connect the dots, and gives you motivation when things improve. 5. Treat food as a form of care, not control. This isn't about restriction, it's about restoration. Every kidney-supporting choice is an act of self-respect. You're not punishing your body. You're giving it tools to heal. So if you slip up, don't throw in the towel. Just reset at the next meal. Margaret? She keeps a sticky note on her fridge now. It says, "Feed the kidneys, fuel the life." That's all the reminder she needs. And maybe now, it's yours too.